What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today I have got 5 tips for you to be efficient at Red Dead Online, which will help you start this game and then take you all the way through to absolutely bossing this game. These are things that took me months to go and realize whilst I was playing this game, and it was hours and hours and hours every day trying to figure out stuff, just how to be efficient at this game. Some of the stuff, if you are a pro and you have been playing this game for quite some time, you'll probably already know this stuff. This is beginner level stuff. Coming into that summer update, we might be going to get some new players that will be joining this game, and this is just to go and help them out. So if you are a pro, go and leave all your different tips in the comments down below, and maybe I'll go and do a part 2 to this. The first thing you want to make sure you do is go and loot every single body you come across. You will notice it because it will be a little X on your minimap. Just go over to them, just stand over them, and you'll be able to hold Y or triangle depending on which console you're on to go and loot their bodies. Looting the bodies doesn't actually give that much money. You'll get a couple cents here and there, but what you can get is some tonics, and also you have a chance of going to get a treasure map. Now treasure maps, they are extremely rare. I did a video a couple weeks ago saying that I feel like the chances of getting a treasure map has been increased, but it still is extremely rare. We're talking about 1% of all the bodies you loot, maybe even less, you'll be able to go and get a treasure map. The reason you want to go and get one of these maps is because you'll be able to go and get gold and also money, and if you didn't know already, you can use gold to go and buy a lot of good stuff within this game, and money is just used for everything, so you might as well go and get it, and it is good money. We're talking about 1 gold bar and about $100. Once you start getting a couple $100 within this game, the first thing you want to go and buy is a good saddle. A good saddle will reduce the drain of the cores for your horse, which means you'll be able to go a lot further. Now if you want to go and get a good horse as well, that's going to cost you round about $900. They are not cheap, but for you to go and get a good saddle, it costs round about $400 to $500, and you can go and move that saddle on whatever horse you get in the future. By getting a saddle straight away, it just increases the efficiency in which your horse would currently run, and it doesn't mean that you have a great horse, but it just makes that horse slightly better. Because the cores aren't draining as much, you can go a lot further whilst just spamming A or X depending on the console you are on, and the stamina just doesn't reduce as quickly. This means that you'll be getting to places a lot quicker than what you would if you didn't have a good saddle. The third tip is not to go and buy every single weapon that you can go and see. It doesn't take too long to start getting some revenue within this game. You can do a lot of different things, especially if you have gone through all the story missions. You're able to get a lot of money out of that, enough money to go and buy some good weapons, but realistically you do not need to go and buy every single one. It is not worth it, and you will not be using every single one. The 3 main weapons that you realistically need is a bolt action rifle for hunting medium to large animals. The next one is a varmint rifle that is used to go and hunt smaller animals, and finally the last weapon you need is a Lancaster repeater, and that is what I go and use to go and kill off enemies. It's actually a very good weapon to go and use. Other than that, you realistically do not need anything else. It's up to you whether or not you go and buy a pistol or a revolver or a shotgun, anything like that, but yet again, you do not need to go and buy every single pistol, every single revolver, and every single shotgun. If you're gonna go and buy all the weapons like I did, then you're gonna have a problem going to switch between them, which takes some time. A good thing of the summer update is that the weapons locker is coming, but that means if you're storing those weapons in that weapons locker, you are not using those weapons, and therefore it is still a complete waste of money. Instead of buying every single weapon that you see, just focus on the bolt action rifle, just focus on the varmint rifle, and just focus on the Lancaster repeater, and then upgrade all 3 of those guns to the max that it can possibly be upgraded. Only work on the weapons components and do not work on the weapons aesthetics. The aesthetics does not change how the weapon works, it just changes how it looks, and yet again, that is not worth it. The 4th tip I got for you is to take your time with missions, whether it be a stranger mission or a dynamic event, because you'll be making more money. It is a natural thing to go into these missions to begin with, go and get a task, and then see how quickly you can go and complete it, because logic tells you that the quicker you go and complete it, the more money you get. That is not the case with Red Dead Online. The longer it takes you to go and complete the mission, the more money you get. With stranger missions, you have a timer at the top of your screen, so it's pretty easy to go and tell. So all you have to do is wait until like the last 30 seconds until you go and complete that mission by handing whatever it is that you have to go and do, whether it's go and kill someone, whether or not it's go and transport something, whether or not it's to go to a certain location to go and do something. Just make sure you complete it within the last 30 seconds, and that way you'll be making the most money, gold, and also XP. With dynamic events, they are slightly different. They actually last 20 minutes, but you don't get a timer until the last 5. So for the first 15 minutes, you have no idea how long's left on this mission, but that's fine, because as soon as that 5-minute timer pops up, that is an indicator to start heading to the location where you need to go and complete this dynamic event. Still do not go and complete it until the last 30 seconds. Yet again, just like stranger missions, by completing it within the last 30 seconds, you're maximizing the most money, most gold, and also most XP. And finally, the 5th tip that I've got for you guys is a way to sort of reduce the amount of times that you get griefed by other players online. If this is a problem for you, all you have to do is figure out where you want to go within Red Dead Online and actually spawn in the complete opposite side of the map and then fast travel to that location. By you going to spawn into a certain location, that is where the majority of the players within that lobby will be. So by fast traveling out of that, you're getting completely away from the other players that are in that area. And once you go to a completely new location, there will be no one else there. So if you are someone that wants to go to Tumbleweed, spawn in Lemoyne, go to Saint Denis, and then go and fast travel to Tumbleweed. It does cost round about $12, and it means that as soon as you go into a lobby, you are spending money, but it just means that you have no one to worry about once you go over there. That way you can go and do a bunch of different stranger missions in Tumbleweed, and even when it says that it's alerting nearby players, it doesn't actually alert anyone near to you because there is no one near to you. So you won't be getting grief whilst doing missions, and you won't be grief if you're just going off in free roam just to do a bit of hunting or fishing or whatever it is you're trying to do. Anyway, those are 5 little tips for you guys if you are starting new for Red Dead Online, as this summer update is about to come out. We are not that far away, and hopefully these 5 tips will help you if you are a new player. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going, so see ya.